Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here tonight with a bit of a more special matchup. We have LVC taking on RIT. I believe it's their second team. I believe RT has 3 Valorant teams, but this is team 2, if I remember correctly, from the bracket. So this is collegiate Valorant, the Riot League. I believe it's called the RSAA. I think it's like the official name. CVAL, as it has been called as well. This is a very big tournament. Obviously, it's the Riot-sponsored version of Collegiate Valorant. We see this type of tournament set up by a lot of different companies. We see this with Rainbow Six. They have CR6, CVAL, obviously, as we'll see tonight. And then there's also CRL, Collegiate Rocket League, which we saw our Rocket League team play in the qualifiers for, I think it was like 2 weeks ago now. So a lot of different leagues for these developers, and this is the one that we have for Valorant. So phase 1 is going to be a round robin in a pool stage. LVC has been placed with RIT team 2. UMPC, I think I always mess that up because there's the UMPC, it's UMCP, sorry, University of Maryland College Park. I believe it's like their 3rd or 4th team. And then there's another school I can't remember the name of off the top of my head, and I don't have the link to it, so apologies for that. But LVC, SUNY Canton, that's who the other team is. So tonight, in just a few minutes here, actually, we should be ready to start the map here any second now. And then LVC will take on RIT Black. And then next Saturday at 3 p.m., we will play SUNY Canton. And then the week after, November 5th, we will play University of Maryland College Park Team 3, I think. It's like Team 2, Team 3, something like that. And that's also Saturday at 3 p.m. on November 5th. So, with that out of the way, the map set for tonight is Pearl Ascent Fracture. I think it's Pearl Ascent Fracture. It might actually be Ascent Pearl Fracture. No, it is Pearl Ascent Fracture. LVC going to be on the attack for Pearl, to start off the game, they'll be on the attack for Pearl. For Ascent, they'll start out on defense. And for Fracture, the decider, if we go that far, they will also start out on defense. So I've been told that this is a very good team. This RIT roster is a very solid roster. I don't know their rank average. I forget what it is. I've been told before, but I don't know it off the top of my head, unfortunately. And this is, as I mentioned before, this is phase 1 of the Collegiate Riot League. If I remember correctly, I think there's 3 phases. It'll all be similar to what we have right now, with different brackets or different pools in several different like phases. It's a bit complicated. I read the document and stuff, but I don't quite have the entire like thing down just yet. I'll reread it again, and for next week I'll make sure to try and explain it a bit further as we go on as well. The details will be more fleshed out and such, so that'll make it a bit easier on us. But tonight we will be seeing the LVC lineup as Sardog, Zario, John Cook, Juice, as we've seen every week. And tonight's fifth will be Squirtle Masters, who will not be here with us in the esports arena here at LVC, but he will be playing from home. As you saw on the camera there at the start, there's only 4 players. The fifth, RIT, will be joining us from home. So very excited to get into this one. I know this should be a very, very good match. I would imagine this will probably end up in a map 3. I haven't really seen anything from RIT, but I know their players, they have a very, very solid set of players over there, and this is only their team 2. So their team 1 also very, very good. I believe they're one of the top teams in the nation, actually. But we will get on into it in just a second here. Pearl, a map that LVC has played a ton of. I mean, Pearl Ascent Fracture is probably the best possible series LVC could have gotten. This is just a series this is just a set of maps that LVC are very good at and play a lot. And now we are finally into the game, looking for the agent picks. We'll see John lock in on the Rays, Juice locked in on the Astra, Squirtle hovering over that Fade, Zario on the Sky, and Sardog looking for the Chamber. This is the comp we always see from LVC. They don't change it up. They don't need to. They've been playing very well on this map, so understandable. And we'll see the same comp, or similar comp, I should say, from RIT. It'll be a Chamber, Fade, and Astra, but a little bit different with the Breach and the Viper. We've seen a few teams play LVC that LVC has played have run this comp. I would say it's a fairly good comp as well on this map. The utility that Viper can bring with the smokes, and especially the Viper's Pit, very similar to that of the Astra Wall or Cosmic Divider. So now we're finally on into this one. And as I had mentioned, LVC going to be on the attack, so we'll see what they decide to go for here. Looks like a B hit off the start. Gonna have a couple of the LVC players split though into mid. We see actually it's gonna look like a mid push, which getting mid control is very crucial in this map. We've seen this song and dance a lot of times. Basically control mid, then pick a site from there, and yeah, that's pretty much every round. Looks like Amu gonna look for a lineup, but decides against it for now. Joyful gonna spot that dog, put some damage onto it, keep it away from Cody. These players could look for a pinch here if any of the LVC players decide to push through. Looks like they won't for the time being. Amu gonna get taken down by Juice though. That's a first blood for LVC, and now we're just gonna back on up a little bit. Squirtle over here at A just gonna grab this orb. All of the LVC players in mid besides Squirtle are stacked in mid. Is now RIT looking to rotate over towards A here, or at least give some more attention towards this A side as their teammate does get cut down over an Art. Cody just making sure none of these players peek close. Now Cody could have a good play if Juice finds something, but Sardog gonna pick up Ting on the site. And now LVC going to storm the A site, get that spike planted, and now it's a 3v5 in favor of LVC here. And the RIT players just looking to get through the back site here, through their spawn. They're going to take some damage on the way through. Cody going to get taken out by John. And now it's all down to Nebulous. Cody going to get picked in. That's a flawless from LVC in round number 1. That's what you like to see from LVC off the start. Playing it very, very slow. That is probably the slowest push I've ever seen them take all year, and it worked out flawlessly for them. As you can see, they don't drop a player, and they force RIT to take some gunfights that they most certainly wouldn't want to take, and it gives the round to LVC and gives them the pistol. That is the start you'd most certainly like to see if you're a fan of LVC here. We are on twitch.tv/LevinValleyCollege, so I'd imagine there's a few of you out there. That's a good lineup there from Amu. Squirtle gonna get a hit with that Prowler. Not gonna push it, but at least gets the info that there's a couple players there. There's a player there. Once again, LVC taking this very, very slowly. Just trying to get some info.
There.
Force a gunfight, maybe. Joyful just trying to get a jiggle peek. Spots John. We'll see what he decides to do here. Is Cody going to get hit by that Prowler? And now Joyful just going to have to sprint back down. Push off sight a bit. Nebulous could have a kill here, but Squirtle going to peek the back. John going to find something as Joy also falling down. Now that's the B site in the hands of LVC here. Zario finds one. Cody, though, going to get the trade for his teammate.
One enemy remaining.
But Squirtle picking up Cody, and now it's all down to Ting. Looking through Heaven on CT side. Although these players of LVC, I imagine they know where he is, at least in a general sense. Tether not going to pull anything in. And he gets a bunch of shots put into him by Juice, and Juice going to pick up that kill. LVC now up 2-0. Heading into the bonus round, LVC just going to look to take some rifles off of these players of RIT. They're not really going to buy here, as they don't have much of a need to.
BYB fam. Going to Astro
they do have that 2-round advantage, and this is just the Valorant way, to be quite honest. So we'll see if LVC can at least pull a few rifles away from RIT.
I am with you. We are strong.
Looks like they're going to go with a heavy B hit. They don't have that Cosmic Divider yet, so we won't see that sort of play coming out from this team. As Juice is going to look to get some util down early. Nebulous going to be stuck in the back site, going to teleport out. Give LVC that plant, which the wise decision, but it doesn't matter. He gets cut down anyway. Squirtle going to push on through. Now John going to have that rifle in his hand. Ting going to put out the Prowler, and John going to try and shoot that. It's going to cost him his life. Now, even lives here. LVC taking this round would be huge as Juice picks up ammo. Is Juice going to be able to find Joyful as well behind the smoke? Shots don't connect. The breach concussed, doesn't hit anything, and Cody getting one, but is Zario getting a double, and Juice going to take that round as well. That's a huge round for LVC. LVC trying to grab the rifles, and that's a Bulldog, unfortunately, for Juice, so. Picks up the wrong gun, but it's okay. These things happen sometimes, and LVC now up 3-0. That is a massive round for LVC, as now they can buy rifles if they need to. They already picked up a few, and they have a ton of econ, as you can see on the scoreboard here. And RIT just in a very tough spot right now. Looks like we're going to see a heavy A hit, and RIT just sprinting through mid. No one from LVC going to pick this up either. This could be a big flank if they can pull it off. Look at the mini-map. This is just chaos.
I've got your trail.
This is just chaos waiting to happen. But no, Zario's going to pop his ultimate, and they're going to know these players from RIT are behind them. That is a very huge play, and now they're just going to play for CT and off that information. Such a smart play from Zario. We've seen him do this time and time again. And now LVC have the spike planted. RIT just trying to push through, but they're wasting precious time. What can they find? Is LVC going to be on this site? They have spike in vision. And it's just like 10 smokes sitting on this site. This is going to be chaos as anything can happen inside of a smoke. That's 2 for LVC. Make that 3. It's all down to Nebulous as Joyful gets taken out as well. Zario giving LVC another flawless 4-0 for LVC. They are currently just rolling on through right now. Another huge round for LVC there. They don't drop anybody, and that's exactly what they needed, as they don't have to rebuy rifles. They don't, I mean, I think there was one rifle that had to be bought. I think Juice still had the Bulldog from last round, so he's able to buy a rifle now, and the Econ's still fantastic. This is going to be a force round for RIT here. LVC looking for that mid control once again. Dog gonna get tossed out from Zario. Gonna spot one. John gonna push on through. Trying to get Joyful here, but John just gonna get stunned up, and that's a free pick for Joyful. It's now LVC down a man. Looks like Sardog gets that spot on the Nebulous, but Nebulous wisely gonna back on down from that fight. He doesn't need to take it. Especially as Sardog now just staying over here B main. Amu. Gonna hear someone who's jumping. There's someone jumping over there. It looks like it's going to be, it's Ting. Ting is just peeking, I guess. This is a first. I've never seen that before, but it looks like he's just trying to get a vision on anyone that goes through main. Might be the loudest player I've ever heard in Valorant history. Joyful.
30 seconds left.
Positioned well here.
Right there. Careful here.
Now he's going to mark this for his teammates. This could be huge. As check it, but he doesn't hit the shot. Joyful going to lose that one, and now Nebulous all by his lonesome. And look at Squirtle. Posted up in connector. This could be a big play for him. What timing does he get? Spots 1, spots 2. That's 2 for Squirtle. And now it's a 2v4. Squirtle, the timing just right. And now this is a tough spot for these RIT players. Nebulous and Ting.
Where are
they going to find it? Gets one on the Zario, but the trades are there. And Squirtle picks up his 3rd of the round. LVC now up to 5. And RIT just getting shut down every single round, despite that first blood as well. That was a great first blood from, I believe it was Joyful, onto John, and just not able to capitalize on it, as LVC just have a fantastic push through connector, and LVC just going to take that round off the Cosmic Divider as well.
Rise and bring right there.
And LVC now just going to stack over towards this B site. We'll see if they can take this one. Realistically, they should, but you never know, as Ting gets flash. He's going to hit that flick, though, into John's head. Can he find Zario? No, the shot's not there. Zario going to get the trade for his teammate. Nebulous just going to teleport back to this box. Doesn't get spotted by the Prowler. All these players from RT stacked connector now. But LVC maybe just looking to rotate out. No. The LVC players just trying to watch their flank, but Juice going to push up with Zario here. And it looks like RIT rotating over to A. They expect this push to go over to A, and
face your fear!
The Nightfall going to come in, the flashes too, and Zario gets taken out by Nebulous. That's a free rifle now, and a man advantage for RIT. They don't have the weapons, but it might not matter. As the Earthquake coming in, it's not called Earthquake, but that's what I'm calling it now. The Tremor coming in, sorry. Juice finding 2, but now it's a 1v2 all for Sardog. We've seen him in this situation so many times. Gets the spot on that 1, that's the kill there, and he can't find the kill into Cody! And that's a thrifty in the hands of RIT, finally putting their first round on the board. That round is massive for RIT to take. If they go down 6-0, I mean, their econ is completely chalked, and LVC is still perfectly fine econ-wise, as they were almost all maxed out after that round, but still. the work is being done now, and RIT need to make this one snowball if they want to have a presence on this map. Now LVC gonna look more to their default play, which is just finding some control through mid and getting a push onto a different site. As now they're gonna stack up an art here. Zarya gonna throw out that ultimate once again, get some info as John trying to get into a fight here. I think he does some damage, but he's not gonna get a kill yet. But that push off the satchel gonna give him the first onto Amu. Cody gonna fall as well to Juice. Can he get the peek? And yes, he will. John, oh, so good on those types of peeks, and the duelist showing his skill. Now 2v5 once again for RIT. LVC has just been so fantastic on these pushes. They've been working so well as a team. And Joyful and Neb
Teleport's ready.
just trying to find a pick anywhere if they can. Neb may just look to tap on the bomb or the spike here. It's gonna happen, and gonna bait out the nade from John. Not gonna do any damage. Now the spray through the smoke, also not gonna do any damage. And finally these players get pushed out, and Neb gonna at least take a couple with him. So that's a few rifles that need to be purchased for LVC. But looking at it, it really isn't much of a problem. RIT is still in a rough situation. Ultimate's looking like we have another Cosmic Divider from Chooses. He is 10-2-4. He is really showing out here in map number 1. John Cook also going to have the rocket. And from RIT, we're going to have every single ultimate ready except that Tremor, as it was used a couple rounds ago. So we'll see that Tour de Force. Look at how pushed up Nebulous is here. Sardock going to find this pick, and no, he just gets flashed and has to teleport out.
You are divided.
LVC buying themselves some space. The Cosmic Divider coming through now. What can Nebulous find with this Tour de Force? That's really going to be the factor in this round. And Joyful gonna have a good spot behind this box. The peek is there, but doesn't matter. John gets to him before he find the kill, and now Nebulous just getting singled out. What can he do with the Tour de Force? Nothing, that is. Fantastic shot from Zarya. John gonna get taken out, but it is a 2v4 once again for the side of RIT.
Blinded.
The buys weren't really there for them, as now LVC gonna clean up the rest of the RIT players, and that's another round on the board, 7-1. LVC just rolling RIT in this one, and RIT gonna take a timeout. Wise decision, I'd say, from them is LV going to be in a really good spot here. As you can see, Coach Hockey Man there. Just going to talk to the players. The players pretty happy with their performance so far. I would imagine, you know, LVC just kind of doing whatever they want on the map. The pushes have just been so strong. I mean, LVC are doing a fantastic job of playing together and finding that info and figuring out where these players from the side of RIT are. And that's just allowed them to give them, or allowed them to have so much control on the map. And I mean, the econ has just been terrible for the side of RIT, as they can't get any rounds on the board. They have one, but it only really gave them rifles for one round. Is now timeout going to come to a close here. Hopefully RIT can find something in this one and see if they can have a strat picked out for this round. They're going to have to force here. And I mean, the judge coming out from Amu, we've seen this before. We've seen this work out for teams before. I forget what team it was LVC played, but it did work out for whatever team LVC played on their force rounds. One player buys a judge, sits in a bit of an off-angle corner, and they get a couple kills. And looks like Tank just got to push through mid, and Zario finding the double. That's all he needs there. Is now he's going to pop his ult. How many times is he going to get his ultimate this map? I mean, man, A Viper's Pit gonna go down on A. I like this play actually from Amu. Pop the Viper's Pit, force LVC off of A, or force them to come to you with that judge in sight. LVC though, going to see this pit and just back down. And now, forcing LVC to go towards this B site where Nebulous is just waiting for the push. He's going to have a lot of work ahead of him though. But just getting 1 and maybe even 2 would be huge here. Especially if he can get out with his life. But if he does peek, he's not going to have the teleporter available. But he will call to his teammates that util is getting used on this site. He may be able to peek
30
here
seconds left.
and find a couple. None of these LVC players checking just yet. He may be able to take this spike planter out. He decides to peek and he finds Sardog looking through, and now the Tremor going to come in. Zario going to be stuck in an awkward position. Juice picks up 1, but now it's all down to Nebulous in a 1v2, or 1v3 actually, as he takes down Zario. Now Juice and Squirtle both going to be B main. What can Nebulous get done? Spots the head of Squirtle. But these players from LVC just peeking individually, and now Squirtle just needs to play his life here. Has no reason to peek. Gonna toss out that haunt. And now he's just gonna try and hop the defuse. Squirtle.
Else could do this.
Wisely though, he grabs that off from Sardog and just gonna back down. That's 8 on the board for LVC. I would say that's a very, very good play there from the side from Nebulous there. He picks up 1, knows he's really not going to get that defuse, especially with Squirtle just waiting B main and waiting for him to peek that spike defuse, and so he gets the op and carries it with him. Especially as the buys from the rest of his team are just not really good at all, as their econ still is just in the state of a depression from being down 8-1 here. Nebulous could have an impact though, as he spots Squirtle. The shot just a tiny bit off, and Cody gonna concuss these LVC players, and the push though not strong enough. John picks up 2 and he pops the ultimate. He's gonna fly on through, trying to spot Amu. Doesn't get the kill though, and doesn't do any damage either. He's gonna toss out that nade and starting to get sprayed through the smoke. And I mean, look at him. Looks like he's playing on like 500 deep, 500 sensitivity. Just dipping, diving, dodging, weaving, dipping, diving, dodging, weaving, and he still finds a kill. As finally he gets cut down, but Nebulous, once again, in a clutchable situation here, does have the ops, so it'll be pretty tough, but it is possible. Spot Zario. The shots though, those need to hit. They are just not there. And now Zario going to take him down, and that's an op in LVC's hands. I think at that point, after he misses those 2 bullets, I think he just needs to back down there, not take that gunfight with Zario, and just save the op once again. LVC, I don't think he was clutching, especially after that, because there's another player on site, and he still had to find that kill on Zario as well. Regardless, LVC going to be up 9-1 now, going into the last couple rounds of this half here. LVC just looking fantastic the whole way through.
Right there. Recovering it.
Look at this, RIT, not a single player on B. Flash gonna go through connector.
Grenade!
John gonna toss a nade into arches and back on down. LVC gonna look to hit B here. Wonder how long it'll take for them to get this info that there's no one on site. Still no pressure here from RIT. I'm surprised no one's rotated, especially Nebulous. But now the audio should be getting heard by Joyful there over in connector. LVC gonna have the free plant, and RIT just playing for the retake. It's an interesting call, I think, from RIT. I mean, I'm not really sure what their plan is on this retake here. Looks like we'll see 3 hit through CT and 2 connector. Ting gonna have that Nightfall. Looks like he's gonna pop it here any second. Looks like the concussion gonna go out as well. Nightfall gets popped, and we'll see what this does. As Zarya finds the first pick, but trades going through for these teams, and now it's a 3v3. The Cosmic Divider goes down as well. The Planter is gonna get taken out, and all of a sudden it's down to Ting, who gets the knife on the Squirtles. That is so unfortunate for Squirtle. And Juice gonna fall. Juice and Sardog gonna fall to the spike there. What just happened? I mean, it's the last round of the half, so they know they had enough money. It wasn't a big deal, but I don't know how Ting finds the knife kill there. That is a interesting play from him, but he gets 1, and that'll be it. LVC up 10-1 and looking ever so solid on this half.
Woo! Let's start. Need that back.
We'll see if the strat changes up here a bit for RIT. Juice gonna look to push on him. Looking in a prime position to get a flank kill, and he does find 1. Cody gonna pick up 1 as well. Now it's all of a sudden down to a 2v3. Zarya gonna pop the ultimate. Gonna get that spot on the Joyful. Sardog gonna get there.
Found one.
Is he gonna peek this player Arches? Cody getting the worst timing, turns around, but no one decides to peek him. What will Cody do here? It looks like
Teleport's
RIT
ready.
gonna rotate over to A. And they're gonna just play through CT. Which way will they go? It looks like, yeah, they're just gonna play on A. And it looks like LVC gonna have the same type of idea. These players should meet in CT here any second. 30 seconds remaining. Who's gonna have first contact?
30 seconds left.
These LVC or these RIT players, are they going to get the spots? And Zario finds the first. And now it's a 1v1. Sardog and Nebulous, and Nebulous gonna take that one. Sardog not expecting him to push all the way through, and that's the second round on the board for RIT. They needed that one. It is still a very long road, though, for RIT to come back in this one. This is a tough match, or tough task here to ask of RIT to bring this one back. LVC just rolling through on this one. Looks like we'll see some pressure over towards the B main. We'll see what Sardog should do here. And Sardog just gonna teleport out of there. Gets hit by the Prowler, so he just has to back on down. Shots going his way through the smoke as well. Spike, though, is still in T side. Still in T spawn. So it looks like they're just going to make some noise over here. Maybe see if Neb can get a spot onto Sardog here, and possibly more. Still just making noise. This is literally the same play from both of these chambers. We'll come back to them later. As the rest of this round really going to come down to how Connector plays out. Zario might run into some pressure here. RIT playing this even slower than LVC. I mean,
Blinded.
Zario going to get the audio that he blinds at least one. So he knows there's at least a player mid. But now he's going to toss one. He will not get a cue that he blinded anyone. So we'll see how they decide to play it.
30 seconds left.
Sardog's still over on this B site, though. Gonna get smoked off. Gets the jump peek, though. Knows these players from RIT are pushing through. What can he do? Doesn't hit the first shot. Now he's a bit trapped here. Spike gonna go down. Zaryo just gonna fly through, get the spike carrier, and Spike does
Spike
not go down.
down, B.
10 seconds left, and
10 seconds
RIT
left.
just need to get this plant down, but it doesn't
Spike
matter.
planted.
All of the players from
1
RIT
enemy
falling around him, and that's all she wrote for the round. And LVC 2 away from taking map number 1 in such a dominant fashion.
Cheers, mate.
That's a pistol round in favor of LVC once again.
Flawless.
Both the pistols
In
in
the
this map
words
going to
of
go to
our
LVC, and
star
both of
dog,
them were
the
flawlesses,
pack survives.
if I remember correctly. That is huge for the side of LVC if they want to really show out in this series. And now RIT in such a precarious position after losing that pistol round. Looks like they're just gonna buy some Spectres, a couple Stingers.
Blinded.
Another blind coming in from Zaryo. Gets the info.
Bring
Just
them
seeing
down.
if Prowler can get some work done. It will not hit Zaryo, but he will back on down regardless. And now Squirtle. Gonna work with John over here towards Art. The push should be coming in here soon from RIT. We'll see how they decide to attack this. It looks like we're gonna have a heavy Art push here. Gonna send a couple through main as well. Spike in the hands of Amu. Juice just watching through this through the
Concealment.
main. Push from RIT. Very,
Blocking
very
vision.
slow here. Just trying to find any information they can. Zaryo, though, could have a good flank here, but will it get picked up? It does,
30
but it doesn't
seconds
matter.
left.
The kills all going to John. The double
One
util
enemy
kills, and
remaining.
John is just oh so good with that utility. I mean, finds an 8 kill, finds a kill with the boom bot. And now it's a 1v4 for Amu. At least has the spike. But there's only 10 seconds left. And they know where he's coming from. Amu. Taken out. LVC. Match point. Well, match point in game 1, I should say. Not series point. Match point in game 1. Still huge, though.
That should work. Right there.
This is a huge round for RIT here.
That'll work.
This is a, I mean, every round is a huge round at this point, considering LVC is on map point. But either
Taking
way,
that back.
we'll see how LVC decides to
That'll
attack
work.
this one. And it looks like we're going to see some early mid pressure from John. And he's just going to be pushed up so very far. And Joyful going to have to play for that trade. Squirtle going to find a kill into Cody. Joyful is still spotted out by Zaryo. That's a kill as well. But the shots from Ting are just so off. Nowhere near Zaryo. That's a lie. Okay, they were close to Zaryo's head. I'm sorry, Ting. I did not mean to do you like that. They were close, but does not hit a single shot. And that is just crucial for Ting to get that trade there. And he just isn't able to. Now it's a 2v4 to keep themselves in the map. B main going to be the place of choice here, the attack of choice. Sardog watching this one. The shot not going to hit, but takes no damage and gets on out of there. LVC more than willing to play this retake here. Gonna wait for the push from Ting, and he gets one onto him. The spike going down, but Ting not going to be able to watch over his teammate, and that's another kill. LVC closing out map number 1 in just 38 short minutes. As they take map 1, 13-2. That is a huge map for LVC. They just dominate. I mean, this is by far LVC's best map, yes, but to take it like that is just huge. I mean, Zaryo, look at that scoreboard. 25-7 from Zaryo, and 14-9 from John, 14-5 from Juice, 11-6 from Squirtle. I mean, Sardog doesn't even have to do anything. He's 8-4. LVC just putting in the work on map number 1. I mean, there's not even much to talk about. That was a 31-minute, 43-second map. That was very, very quick. And, man, that is not what you want to see from RIT there. I think it just comes down to the utility. LVC just finding every bit of info they can with that utility, and the guns just looking so hot from them. It was just impossible for RIT to get anything going. And now, heading into Ascent, this is looking very, very rough for RIT. But we are going to have a short little break here. So we will head over to a break, and we will be right back with map number 2 on Ascent after LVC destroyed RIT on map 1, 13-2. Alrighty, we're here. Getting into map number 2, LVC. Putting the work in on map number 1, 13-2 on Pearl. Now, Ascent. Another map we've seen LVC play a fair bit of. I don't think they've played this as much as Pearl. I mean, they're just so comfortable on that map. So, picks coming in very, very quickly, though. LVC going to have their standard setup with the KO, Chambered, Astra, Raze, and Fade. This is pretty much the same comp we saw last map as well. It was just Zarya was on Sky rather than KO. And we're going to see an identical layout here from the side of RIT minus possibly Joy. It all depends on what Joy goes on here. It looks like maybe going to have the Omen here for this one. It's taking a bit of time as well to talk things over, really hammer down what they want to change from last map, and Joy will confirm that Omen. As we see identical comps from these teams besides the Omen and Astra. We'll see how LVC does in this one as they are defending in map number 2. In round 1. Now, here's RIT gonna look to attack to start off this map, and we'll see where they decide to go. Looks like we're gonna have a first round B push as we see this a lot from most teams. I honestly, I think over the past few weeks, that at least from the maps LVC has played, the first pistol round has almost always ended up over at B on Ascent. So maybe I'm wrong on that. That's just something I think I've noticed, and we'll see how it turns out this time around. There's only 2 players from LVC on this site here.
Bring them down.
As Juice going to be working with Squirtle here, but a lot of util getting dumped Juice's way. Going to get that nade and just forced to push out, and he gets singled out as Neb going to find the first kill of the game. And now that Spike going down as well. Squirtle up here in Market, but it looks like Amu just going to get taken out early off the plant. Azario trying to get a wall bang here. Doesn't find it, but John going to get that kill, and Sarda going to pick up Joyful. The hold is just crumbling for RIT, and the last kill going to go to Squirtle. Azario going to stick the defuse. LVC once again taking the pistol. They have taken all 3 pistols in this series so far. That is a fantastic round from LVC. What a retake. That was a 4v5 retake as well. LVC getting together, working together, and playing it perfectly, and going to give themselves another round on the board here. Now LVC gonna look to extend that lead, and RIT just gonna save. Gonna look towards those rifles in round number 3 if they do drop this one. The knife not gonna get any detects, but it does get destroyed, so Cody gonna know at least one player's here. Zario looking over mid with the Marshall, just not gonna be able to hit it, not gonna be given the chance to hit a shot there. A main gonna be the play of choice for at least a couple of these players of RIT. Squirtle might run into some early trouble here as well as Joyful starts to sneak up catwalk here. Gonna do some damage and finally take down that Boom bot as he gets suppressed. John just gonna look to swing this one, put some damage down to Joyful, but gonna take some damage of himself as well. Zario gonna get the pick onto Cody. As now RIT looking to rotate over toward B.
Need that
Juice gonna be looking through main here. Gonna have a lot of pressure on him. See if he can pick anything up.
30
Looks like
seconds
this
left.
paranoia is gonna come out from
Consume it.
Joyful, but it doesn't hit Juice. Hits the stairs there towards Market. Juice now just spraying and trying to hit something. I think he hits one bullet there, but nothing else gonna come out of it. The door gonna get shut up top Market, but it gets destroyed so very quickly.
10
And the
seconds
spike
left.
once again going down. Ting gonna back up with his
There.
teammates here onto the site. As John gonna look to get an entry here.
Satchel out.
Nothing gonna hit over towards B main. John tossing a nade back site.
Satchel out.
Not gonna hit anything either. And the bounce out with the stinger, the satchel and the stinger.
Remaining.
Gonna get him too, and now it's all down to Nebulous once again. Just in such a tough situation. And Dario just gonna fly at him with that knife, not give him a chance to do anything. Zario, he just tossed towards him. I mean, man. I don't know how he gets that kill, but he just flying eagles it, tosses him his whole body towards Nebulous, and he can't do anything about it. The knife just gonna do so much damage, and that'll be the round. LVC up 2. Looks like we'll see the rifles come out from RIT as expected in this
Find
bonus
you.
round.
Mark 2.
The Haunt gonna mark Joyful and Amu there. RIT looking to get a spray through the smoke here over towards mid. And Squirtle just gonna play this arches.
Cover going out.
There's a bunch of Marshall shots going down. That's going to be Zario. I'm not 100% sure where he was, but not going to do anything as Amu going to find one. Squirtle going to peek the second it gets 2.
Spike down.
Does get
mid.
traded, though, so lives even here. But that's not what you want to see from RIT. As Zario going to look to take down this door over towards tree. Now A main going to be the site of choice here. Sorry, going to take out that teleporter. See Sardog with the headhunter up in top heaven.
30 seconds left.
Peek out main and not going to hit anything. That's a great shot, but Zario gets the double, almost the triple. Now it's a 1v1 for Juice, and Juice finds the kill and finds the round, and that's a rifle. If you're RIT there, you just need to put yourself onto the site. I mean, I think the biggest loss for them there was just not pushing fast enough. You have the rifles, and you know LVC is not buying there. They need RIT just needs to push onto that site, be aggressive, and use the guns to get through. But regardless, LVC
Right there.
just gonna find that round, and the spike gonna be left in T spawn here.
Checking the situation.
RIT just gonna look to get
I
some
need a
control.
smoking
Probably
vision.
gonna pick up that bomb off, or that spike off of rotation, I'd imagine. Sardog Gonna be watching B main here with the op. Joyful on the other side of the wall. Azario gonna pick up Cody early. Now Joyful just in such a tough spot in between two LVC players. Spots the op of Zardog. The shot not gonna hit. And now these players just waiting for Zario, and the flick is there from
Spike
Zario.
down B.
Gets Ting and gets 2 more. Make that 3 more. Can he get the kill with the classic? He can, and that's an ace from Zario. The shot's there. And that is a kill you need to be finding if you're Joyful. Oh my lordy lord. Zario's just so locked in. Dropped 25 last map. Zario 10-1 going into round 5. What have I just seen? Zario just gonna watch over mid once again. Juice gonna start taking the hits from the util. Looks like we're going to see a Joyful teleport onto the side. Gonna have a flank here, but it doesn't matter. His teammate's just getting fried outside by Juice. Joyful, though, able to pick up a double. That is huge for Joyful. Makes it a 3v3 here. And now they have the site.
Spike
Cody going to get that plant down. Sorry, going to pop the ultimate and deny any util, but it doesn't matter. All the LVC players getting taken out, and now Sardog's all alone with the op.
Teleport's ready.
Last player standing.
Zario finally going to get finished off, and Sardog should get taken down here momentarily as well. And looks like they will give him the opportunity to back up here. I think Ting needs to swing that as Sardog just going to toss the op off the map, not going to save it. Just going to look for a couple kills here, and he's not going to find any. As that spike will go off, and LVC going to drop the round there. That is a good hold from RIT there. As we've seen before, they're not always going to be able to pick that one up, but that is a big round to win there if you're RIT. Getting their first round on the board much earlier than what we saw last map. I think it was 7-0 before RIT found their first round in the game. So that is a huge one for RIT to win. Their econ is much more salvageable in this situation. A Squirtle is going to look for the honk. He knows it gets destroyed, but he's not going to go for that spray through the wall with the Odin. Decides to hold through this lane. All the util getting tossed towards him. Now he just has to back on up, and Juice could be in a good spot here. Zario going to be in the close corner, finds one, but that's all she wrote for him for this round. Nebula's going to find Juice as well. It's going to be down to Squirt on this side, and the Odin powering through, finds 3. This player stacking just going to prove detrimental. Now the crossfire there, and Sardog going to get the kill through the wall. LVC, bring it back real quick. And looks like RIT going to take another timeout here.
Here. Here.
And now we are back into it. I think I forgot to unmute on that scene, so I just went through an entire analysis and it was just not heard. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. Looks like it's going to be a save here from RIT once more.
You want to play? Let's play.
Tour de Force going to come out from Nebulous there. Sorry, Nebulous is going to pull out his Tour de Force. As Zarya picks up Cody, Squirtle going to pick up Amu.
Spike down B.
Now it's a 3v5. And as I had mentioned in that timeout, even though you guys did not hear it, the mid presence was really what I was stressing there. As Zarya gets a great angle, finds a kill into Joyful. And Nebulous just going to get double peeked. Not going to have a chance to get a shot off with that Tour de Force. Now Ting stuck in the spawn. Getting util tossed, and Zarya getting taken out. Ting not able to pick up that rifle though. He's still gonna have to peek this with the classic, and Juice gonna shut him down. And shut him down early. LVC
Weapon here.
still rolling on through in this one. 6-1. And LVC doing a great job of shutting down RIT after they win that one round. I mean, it was basically meaningless in this situation. As LVC, I mean, still just winning round after round and really taking it to RIT. Squirtle looking for a crazy haunt. I don't think it'll hit anything.
Where are you?
As it won't hit anything, as all of the players of RIT are just going to util dump everything on to the A site, and Sardog not going to hit the shot, so now it's a full take for RIT. The ultimates giving them the space to finally get something down, and that is going to be a spike plant. How will they decide to hold in the 4v5? LVC just working through heaven here, just trying to figure out how they want to take this one. Amu could be in a good spot here on the boxes. As he gets flashed, just going to push down to hell. Going to be two players of RIT into hell. And that ultimate going to come out. Every single ability on the map just getting tossed out in this round. And RIT coming out of the chaos unscathed. John, the last one left alive, and then he's only going to take one with him. RIT doubling their score from the last map. Or sorry, not doubling their score. Tying their score from the last map is LVC now. LVC gonna drop in that round, but that is so much util gone from the side of RIT. I mean, they threw down every ultimate they had. They had the Tour de Force. Actually, no, the Tour de Force was last round, the previous round. They had the Rocket get pulled, and I believe the Nightfall also got pulled. And all of the other util that they had purchased in that round also got tossed. So very, very expensive round for RIT. They do win it, so that is a positive out of that. Sardog going to teleport away from the Prowler. And now the push once again going to come through a main. How will RIT handle this one? Bombot going to get tossed out by Amu. Sardog, though, going to get flashed and gets taken out. No impact from Sardog there. Zarya gets hit by the Prowler close. And not going to get the kill on Amu. John, though, flies on through and only finds one. Ting playing in the smoke there, manages to pick up both. Now 2v3 here in RIT's favor. RT just sticking towards a main. Squirtle rotating over to B, and Juice just pushing up through Cat. Looks like Neb gonna turn away from that flank, so
30 seconds left.
Squirtle not gonna have any pressure on this B site. And players for RIT just sitting in main. This could be a huge play for Juice if he manages to get the timing, but no. They're going to push onto the A site. And now, just 10 seconds remaining. Will Juice be able to get anything? The
10
presence
seconds
going to get
left.
detected, but the shot's not there
Last
from
player
Juice.
standing.
And it's a very
Bring them
unfortunate
down.
set of events there. Juice could have had at
find
least
you.
2 kills there, but
Bring them down.
just misses the first headshot. And now it's all down to Squirtle on the 2v1. Gonna hear at least one of these players, Jenny. Is he going to be able to find both of them?
Catch them.
Gonna toss the tether out front and lines the players up, but Cody checks it. If Cody doesn't check that, he lined up with his teammate there, and that would have been a round for Squirtle. But despite that, RIT gonna take the round. RIT slowly pulling back in this one. A much closer map than when we saw last map on Pearl. 6-3. RIT still very much so in this one. The shots start to ring out. Squirtle and Sardog pushed up so far here. And they're going to get that spot in the Nebula. Squirtle going to get taken down, and Sardog not going to teleport out. And now it's a 3v5. LVC do save this round, so there is that. But despite that, LVC is still going to at least want to get a couple kills here.
Satchel out.
But that very one may not happen. John picks up Joyful, gets traded out immediately. The shot from Zarya through this one hit, and the shot's not there. Juice picks up another, but that's it. And now RIT starting to bring this one back. The timeout may have been just what RIT needed as they come out and win a few after that. Oh, it looks like LVC gonna pull out the timeout of their own. I'll unmute this time and talk some strategy. So LVC, I think, starting to get a little bit too antsy here. Obviously, after the last map, they're going to be they're going to have some bigger egos, and they're going to have that confidence. But there's a problem when it comes to overconfidence here, and I think that's what we're seeing a lot of on this map. I think LVC just getting a bit too aggressive, over-channeling when they don't need to, and it's kind of allowing these RIT players to find some easy picks. And I think RIT also stepping up in the strat game, especially over towards A main. They are starting to throw down a lot more smokes, play a bit tighter off the util and such. So LVC going to have to pick it up if they want to continue to take this map in the dominant fashion that they were at the start. But we'll see what happens as we get back into it. 6-4 and have a full rifle round ahead of us. LVC, though, going to force. This is a crucial round for them. Looks like we're going to see once again another A main hit from RIT. I think that is a fantastic decision, as it's what has been working for them, really. The Haunt going to spot one from Ting. I'm not sure where he threw that. I think he threw it to Tree, maybe? I'm not sure, though. Like I said, I didn't really see where that got tossed. But now RIT is going to rotate over towards B main here. Looks like Zaryo going to be holding this angle, along with Sardog. This could be huge if these players stack onto each other. Are they going to expect both of these players? But it doesn't matter. Now Zaryo kind of stuck on his own. The spot's going to hit him, but he may have one in his sights. It doesn't matter. Nebula's going to find that kill and prevent his teammate from getting taken out there. Now the door getting shut up to Market.
Spike planted.
Juice. What info does he get? It doesn't matter. His teammates are all falling around him. Squirtle going to pick up one, but that's not going to help him much, as now he's in a 1v4. A great take on the site from RIT. Great shots from them as well. And LVC now going to the last round of the half, not really going to be able to buy.
Before the switch.
This once again should look like a round in favor of RIT here. And I mean,
I think we need the spike.
they very well could tie it up here. And this is just going to be a very tough one for LVC to win. And I mean, RIT really stepping it up here in the second half, or I should say in the second part of this first half. Managing to bring it back after going down. I think it was like 5-1, 6-1, somewhere in that nature. Tour de Force going to get popped from Sardog, I'd imagine. Yes, it will be Sardog, but it doesn't matter. He's on the wrong site. As now John just with this judge. Can he find anything? No. And now Squirtle going to get one. And a couple more kills coming in for LVC. It's a 2v3. So far, so good. The plan of chaos is working. Does he get the spot on the Cody? He does, but it doesn't matter. Zarya going to fall.
Spike
Now
planted.
2v2. Sardog, though, with the Tour de Force, this is a great piece of util to have if you're LVC here. Juice going to toss the Cosmic Divider down. Cuts off main. Sardog going to put away the Tour de Force and pull out this Judge. The detect. Or is the knife going to detect him? And the Judge, not enough, as Juice gets taken down immediately. Not going to be able to help Sardog out there. And that's around, that gets a bit closer than probably what RIT would have liked, but it doesn't matter. They tie it up, and now switching sides. LVC going to be on the attack now. And we saw LVC, how strong LVC's attack was on the last map where they took 10 rounds in the first half. LVC going to have to replicate that one, that performance, if they want to keep this one out of the hands of RIT and keep themselves away from a map 3 over on Fracture. Pistol round, though, going to be a good reset here for LVC, as they did drop a few in a row there at the end of that half. I say a few in a row. It was 5 to be exact. Han over B main going to get tossed or destroyed. Prowler not. Prowler is going to spot one. As LVC now going to look to take the site. Nebulous going to look to help his teammates get some control here. Ting going to pick up the first one from Zario, and kills going the way of RIT so far. Juice getting a couple of trades, but it doesn't matter. It's now all down to Sardog in a 1v3. He's in a 1v2. Doesn't have a lot of health, though. Can we dodge that nade? Well, Cody peek this. Looks like he will. Sardog shots just a bit early. Now the double chow going to come in, and not even going to be able to get a bullet off. Pistol round going in favor of RIT. Finally, RIT getting momentum. They've won the past 6 rounds. We have not seen them contest LVC really in pretty much at all in this series, and now finally turning up, and that's what you'd like to see from RIT. Especially after what happened last map, and now LVC finally down at some point in this series. LVC gonna look to get some mid control here. Now we do have the pistols though, so they're gonna have to play very, very close together. And Amu gonna spot a few players there, just trying to get out with his life. I mean, LVC are just flying at this site. That nade market though could be huge. It does not find anything. As now John just gonna fly onto the site, gets taken out, and Zario gonna get picked as well. And the push halted from LVC as Squirtle falls. Now all down to Sardog and Juice in the 2v5. It's not the situation you want to see, and now it is all down to Juice. 1v5. Can he get anything here? And it looks like he won't. Flawless round from RIT. Now up by 2. Slowly but surely extending their lead here. LVC, though, going to be able to at least purchase some rifles here in this round.
Here.
They should be able to take this one if they play it right. They at least have the gun advantage, as you would typically see in this sort of situation. Squirtle going to toss down that Prowler. Gets paranoid immediately. These RIT players just looking to get so very aggressive. They do not care. No regard for human life, but it does not matter. The kill's still going in favor of LVC. And now John on this ace site. These players from RIT a bit stranded, but Amu gonna pick up Zario, and that's a rifle in both of these players' hands. As John gonna get that kill into Cody. Cody could have picked up a rifle, I'm pretty sure. I thought that was a Phantom next to him. Maybe it wasn't, but it's a bit hard to tell. John gets put to
Last
one
player
bullet.
standing.
Juice, though, gonna pick up the pinch. And now it's all down to Nebulous in the 1v3. John gonna be put at 3 HP, so still very. I think this is still doable for Nebulous. We'll see how he decides to push this one.
Gun
Spike
here.
planted.
Teleport's ready.
I'm gonna go through heaven here. We'll see what he's able to do. Jumps down,
Better.
takes out Sardog. That's one. Picks up the Vandal. Could be deadly, but John Cook gonna peek well, and that's exactly what he needed. As now LVC gonna be one round away from tying it back up. That is a huge round for LVC. They cannot let this one spiral out of control. It looks like we're going to see a bit of a, somewhat of a save here come out from LVC here. You see Cody peek through mid, but decides to back on down. Gets 2 detected though. The Haunt not going to find anything. Amu going to pick up the first blood, and Cody with a great adjustment onto John, but Juice with the double. Going to even things out. Down to 30 HP though. LVC in a good situation here. Ting though with the Odin.
There.
Not gonna spot anything. I've never seen this skin before, by the way. Oh, he's gonna look to wallbang mid.
There.
These players from LVC stacking up. This could be huge. But he decides against it. Doesn't have the info to do so. Understandable. That is so very unfortunate. If you're RIT in that situation. He's just gonna be
30 seconds
dead
left.
staring at that wall. Finally decides to back on down. Now Juice gonna get onto site, get this spike down over at A. His teammate's just gonna play close. Taunt down. LVC gonna play through hell here. How is this push going to go? Squirtle picks up Amu. Trade is instantaneous though. And now
Last player
pushes
standing.
in, but one kill goes the way of Nebulous, and he can't pick up the second. Sardog now tying up the game. Sardog once again clutching on up, and we've seen him do this oh so many times. He's just one of the best at it.
A gift.
Sardog putting in the work in the 1v1. We just see him get put into so many of these situations,
All
and
set up.
he's a stone cold killer.
Teleport's ready.
So LVC tie it up, and that's a round. That's a great round to win. Now the econ from RIT is just disintegrated. The tour de force coming out from Nebulous. Ting gonna look to get some early pressure and maybe bait out a pick for Neb here. Can he find anything? And that's gonna be Sardog taken down. Nebulous with the shot. And that's exactly what RIT need in this round. Squirtle gonna toss down the Nightfall. John gonna miscue on that satchel there. And Amu just gonna put a couple bullets through that smoke. Not gonna hit anything though. Now the spike going down for LVC. Gonna see Zario make his way through a main. Tether not gonna pick anything up over in heaven.
You are divided.
And now the Cosmic Divider down for Juice here. These players up in heaven, there's 4 of them in heaven, and they're all cut off. How are they going to play this? Juice could be in the perfect position here, but it's gonna get peeked by Amu. Such a smart play. And now it's all down to John. Finds 2, finding the 3rd. Tries to pop the ultimate, but doesn't get it quick enough. And it's going to crumble for LVC there.
Thrifty.
RIT with the thrifty. And it all starts with that kill onto Sardog from Nebulous, giving that round to RIT. That is a round they really needed to win there. Because now LVC, the econ, similar to what we saw from RIT last round, is now their econ is oh so weak. This looks like it's going to be a huge mid play from both teams. But neither team going to be able to spot each other through those smokes. The nade's going to put Zario so weak, down to 34 health.
Suppressing.
Nebula's still not going to have visual on any of these players of LVC. It looks like John is going to push to A with Squirtle, and they're going to find 2 in tree. That's going to open up the site. And John now going to be able to toss down that boom bot. Doesn't get a kill, but it does get the info onto 1. Nebulous, though, with the op, could be a playmaker. And it looks like, actually, we're going to see a safe here from RIT. Not even going to attempt to get a hit on this site. And, I mean, with the econ that they do have, I understand. It's a good play, honestly. Once again, the game going to be tied here, this time at 9 apiece. So, this is something we should expect to see from RIT here. That is a great round for LVC, and that push through tree push through a main from John and Squirtle is just crucial in opening up the site there and giving them the round. As that makes the plant free for, I believe, John, who was the one that had the spike. I don't remember who, but someone had the spike, obviously, from LVC, as it does get planted there on that A site. And now RIT going to look to bounce back. Going to have a rifle round here once again. Looks like LVC going to go towards this A site once again. The spike going to go towards mid. Or, sorry, B main to mid. Amu just going to put some shots through the smoke there. Not going to hit anything. Squirtle going to return fire. But no one taking damage. Actually, it looks like Amu does take a bullet there. Takes 8 damage, so not really going to mean much in the case of this round so far, as no picks come in just yet. Now LVC just going to slam themselves through. But this could be a huge play for Amu. Does he decide to toss the nade? That could do a lot of damage here. And Amu gonna toss that thing through, but the LVC players gonna back on down just in time. Nebulous gonna be holding. Looks like he's gonna be holding the market here. Presence gonna get detected, but doesn't really matter that much. As we'll see, Joyful might be in a good spot to take down these
30
LVC
seconds
players,
left.
just rushing for day. The rotation is huge, but the door gets shut on it. And Zario going to find the pick over towards CT from Amu. And now Zario going to find Cody as well. Joyful not going to hit the shots. As he does pick up John Cook, but it doesn't really matter. It leaves his 2 teammates stranded over in CT. And Ting and Neb, once again, just going to have to save. This is not what you want to see from RIT. They managed to win 6 in a row, but now they can't win more than 2 and 2 back-to-back. LVC keeping themselves alive here in this map. And another save going to lead to another LVC round win. That is a massive round for LVC to take. LVC now having the opportunity to just pull away in this one. And RIT wisely just going to take a timeout. As now LVC just going to have the opportunity to talk over how they want to go about taking these next 2 rounds. And RIT need to bounce back here. They're not going to have the econ to do so, though. They do have 2 rifles and an op in their hands, so this is still very plausible for RIT. They could get a good setup going regardless of what weapons they do have. But it's going to be a bit of, I think this round will be a bit of a struggle as LVC now slowly starting to adapt to what what RIT is throwing at them, and that is just what they needed to do. And I think after LVC wins those first few rounds at the start of the map, the first 4 at the start of the map, they get a bit complacent, but LVC slowly bringing it back now as we get out of the timeout. This is I think this is probably the most crucial round we've seen so far.
That works.
As going down 11-9 here is, especially in the economy that RIT has, could be detrimental and really cost them the rest of this map. You're gonna see Cody. Watch over. Lost that knife. Squirtle there, but it's gonna be it. LVC gonna look to get through here. Only 3 players over towards A right now. And we're gonna have Ting just trying to check mid through CT here, just seeing if anyone rotates over. Not gonna get a spot though. Now slowly but surely starting to work their way through a main. Gonna go for the execute there. As John gonna fly onto site, looking to get control of Heaven. Zario gonna look to get this spike down now. The door gets shut over in tree. LVC get that spike down, and now RIT just forced into another retake. The Nightfall, though, gonna mark all of these LVC players. They know where they're at, and that's gonna be a first pick for Amu. But Sardog gonna trade in kind. Sardog gets jumped on, and Juice can't find anything in hell. But Squirtle putting in the work. That's 3. The 2v1 now.
I'll find you.
Once again for Nebulous. What can he find? The spike in such a bad spot for him, and Squirtle, sorry. Squirtle finding 4 in the round. That is a very crucial one for Squirtle and LVC there. That may very well be the game breaker. The straw that broke the camel's back for RIT in this series. This has been their best chance to pull away from LVC, and now, as you can see, the econ not there. The ultimate's still a bit weak. We'll see what they can do.
I'll find you.
Joyful going to be watching through tree here, but it's all going to be on this player in mid. That's going to be Ammo. What can he get here is now LVC just pushing through tree. John, I guess they're just not expecting him to be so aggressive, and now LVC have all the kills. They could very well put themselves on a series point here. John flying through tree, getting to Heaven. Now going to push out with Zario, and that's the last 2 kills. A flawless for LVC. The aggression pays off. And now they're on series point. Map point, series point. This is a huge, huge round for RIT here. They need to stop the bleeding, and now they have to win 4 straight if they want to keep themselves alive in this series. Sorry, 3 straight. My math is really bad. They need to win 3 straight here if they want to keep themselves alive in this series. As LVC finally figuring out how to stop RIT. And it looks like we'll see Amu pull out the rocket, and that's going to be a direct impact on the Sardog, and We'll see you next round, buddy, if we get that far. Now it's a 3v4. John and Squirtle is going to work through mid here. That Prowler going to detect Joyful. Just going to TP over to the other side. Once again, teleporting back. As that's going to detect him. The boom bot going to hit him, but it's not going to be able to go off because now Joyful getting that smoke down and able to back away from that fight. The satchel from John not going to do anything. John is not able to spot this player. And now Juice on the flank finds two. 2v3.
Got it blocking. I have the spike.
Gonna put himself in the smoke. Joy gonna pick
One
off
enemy
Juice
remaining.
though, and now it's all down to Joyful.
One
Can find the
enemy
kills, and
remaining.
now a 1v1. Juice has the bomb though. That spike going to go down over a B. The ultimate not in the hands of Joyful either.
Spike planted.
Spike planted. A 1v1. How will Juice play this? Juice just gonna sit in a B main corner. Will Joyful check it? Juice playing ever so slowly. These players no idea where each other are. Gonna
Concussing
hear
it.
that
Pulling them
diffuse
in.
and just gonna put every bit of util in, and Juice finds the kill! LVC taking the series over RIT in a 2-0 fashion. Fantastic play from Juice there. To play over in B main, the last place RIT expects him to be. LVC playing so very well in that map, in that series. 13-2, 13-9. Fantastic set of maps from LVC there. As they take the series 2-0, that is exactly what you would like to see from them. And for their first match in the Riot, College Riot Phase 1, Week 1, LVC 1-0. What a series from them. Everyone really going off for LVC there. And that's what you'd like to see if you're a fan of LVC. I mean, especially Zario playing as well as he did. But that'll be it from us tonight. We will be back tomorrow with Rocket League Team 1. And I believe Rocket League Team 1 plays tomorrow. Rocket League Team 2 plays tomorrow. And there's, I believe, Valorant plays tomorrow again as well. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for joining, and we'll be back. Bye-bye, everybody.